And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the fourth-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9,
Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's again complete to Palmer. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Isaiah Spiller, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Locke gets ready to go
at their 25-yard line.
They'll run here with a rookie 2nd-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
He's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Boye Mafe
brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only mustered 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Lock to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Here's Locke. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Locke.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. It's Herbert.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try the left side with Spiller.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. To the air again, Herbert. Caught left side, Williams. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run for him with Spiller. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Let's go now. At the 60, at the 60.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Josh Palmer
From 19 yards away.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Block off of play action.
Going right back to Fant.
And he goes out right around the 39.
A lock finding Fant for the Seahawk first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Lock now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Up the middle they run is Walker. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. The drive starts with a give to Spiller.
Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Block now to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Running left is Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on first down is Locke.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A gear for Walker running right.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. 2nd down and goal. Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Drew Locke, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Seahawks have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Spiller is battle-tested as a runner coming out of Texas A&M, and the way that they do things in Aggie land, also tested as a pass protector and a pass catcher. Well over 500 carries in just 3 seasons, with a pair of 1,000-yard campaigns against some of the toughest defenses in college football. He's more than ready for the challenge of shouldering an offense at the NFL level. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Drops it underneath to Spiller.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Herbert off of play action.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Locke. Able to find Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Walker.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Down to about the 37.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here.
I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big Damn.